Good morning, students. Today we are continuing the exercise 3.3. Question number 1, sixth part. 3x upon 2 minus 5y upon 3 is equal to minus 2. Another equation is x upon 3 plus y upon 2 is equal to 13 upon 6. Now this is in the fraction form. So first we remove the denominator by taking LCM. Now see, I am taking LCM of the whole equation. 2, 3 and 1. The LCM of 2, 3 and 1 is 6. I am taking LCM 6 as a whole. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 3 is a 9x. Minus 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 5 is a 10. Y is equal to 6 divided by 1 is 6. 6 2 is a minus 12. Now you remove this denominator from the equation. Why? Because we are taking on both the sides we are taking the LCM together. So this becomes the first equation. Similarly, this also solved. 3, 2 and 6 LCM is 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 is multiplied by x, 2x plus 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3y is equal to 6 divided by 6 is 1. 1 into 13 is 13. Cancel the denominator. This is the second equation. Now we solve these two equations by the substitution method, and you know how to substitute. First we find the value of x from the first equation, that is minus 12. If we take minus 10 there, it becomes plus 10y and whole upon 9. Now we have to put this x value in this equation. Then we solve for the y value and find the value of y, and then again we put y value in this, we get the value of x. As explained in the previous questions, in the previous class also, you can do yourself. Clear? Now start word problems. Keep your book with yourself. I am reading the question one by one and then I am explaining how to solve this. Question number 2. Solve 2x plus 3y is equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24. And hence find the value of m for which y is equal to mx plus 3. Now see here, two equations are given. First we solve these two equations by using substitution method. Suppose the value of x we are finding 5 and y is equal to 3. Now after this you put these two values in the equation, y is equal to mx plus 3. Putting the value of y here and putting the value of x here, you can find the value of m. Clear? Now third question. Question number 3, first part. Form the pair of linear equations for the following problems and find their solution by the substitution method. First, the difference between two numbers is 26. Let the two numbers be x and y, and their difference is 26. So let the larger number be x and the smaller number be y. Then according to the condition, x minus y is equal to 26. This is the first equation, and the one number is 3 times the other. So one number means x, first number is equal to 3 times the other number, 3 into y. Now this is second equation, but we have to solve, means bring y on the left hand side. This is second equation. Now first and second equation can be solved for the value of x and y by the substitution method. You know, you can do yourself. The larger of two supplementary angles exceed the smaller by 18 degrees. Now what is given? There are two angles. Let the angles be x and y, x degree plus y degree, and they are supplementary angles. So they are supplementary means the x the sum of both the angles is equal to 180 degree. This is the first equation. As we know the concept, the two angles are said to be supplementary when their sum is equal to 180 degree. So x plus y is equal to 180 degree. Now second condition is given that the larger angle is exceeds the smaller by 18. Exceeds means बड़ा. कितना बड़ा है? X minus y is equal to 18. Means their difference is 18. Clear? This is the second equation. Now these two equations can be solved by the substitution method. Finding the value of x and putting in the second equation, you get the value of y, and then again put y value in equation 1, you get the value of x. Clear? Third, the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. Later, she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1,715. Find the cost of each bat and each ball. Let the cost of a ball or bat, whatever you want, is x rupees and bat cost is y rupees. Clear? Now what is their equation? Condition is given 7 bats. The cost of 7 bats becomes 7y plus 6 balls. So the cost of 6 balls is 6x and their total sum is 3,800. What is 7y? 7y is the cost of 7 bats. 6x is the cost of 6 balls and their total cost is 3,800. This is the first equation. Later, she buys 3 bats. 3 bats means the cost of 3 bats is 3y plus 5 balls is 5x and the total cost is 1,750. This is second equation. Now, 2 equations are there. Solve these 2 equations by the substitution method. You will get the cost of x is the cost of ball and y is the cost of bat. Third, fourth part. The taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. Means the fare is divided into 2 parts. First is the fixed charge and the second is the additional charge according to the per kilometer. For the distance of 10 kilometers, the charge paid is rupees 105 and for the journey of 15 kilometers, the charge paid is rupees 155. What are the fixed charges and the charge per kilometer? So first we suppose the fixed charge. What is the fixed charge and what is the additional charge per kilometer? So let the fixed charge be x and additional charge per kilometer is y. Now for the distance 10 kilometers. For the distance 10 kilometers, the total charge is rupees 105. Means for covering 10 kilometers, the fixed charge is there x plus for the 10 kilometer, that is 10 is to be multiplied by y. This is the charge for the 10 kilometers. Fixed charge is there. You have to add for the 10 kilometer distance also, for charge becomes 10 into y. and the total cost you are paying for 10 kilometers is 105. So x plus 10y is equal to 105 is the first equation, and similarly for the 15 kilometer the charge paid is rupees 155. So same, x is the additional, fixed charge is there, and for the 15 kilometer 15y is the additional charge which is to be added in the fixed charge. It gives you rupees 155. This is the second equation. Now equations are there, you can solve by substitution method, finding the value of x and y. After finding x and y, when you get x value and y value also, then one more question is there in the question. How much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometers? First, the charge paid for the 25 kilometers is x plus 25y. Now you have to put the value of x here and the value of y here. Then you get the charge for the 25 kilometers. Clear? In this equation, you put the value of x and y which you have found from the substitution method. Then you get the cost or the charge paid for traveling a distance of 25 kilometers. Clear? Next, question number third, fifth part. A fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator. We don't know about the fraction, so let the fraction be x upon y, where x is the numerator and y is denominator. Now see, the fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator. So x 2 is added in numerator and same 2 is added in denominator. Then the fraction becomes 9 upon 11. Clear? Now solve. This is in the fraction form. So first we cross multiply and find the equation in the simplest form, standard form. So 11 is to be multiplied by x plus 2 and 9 is multiplied by y plus 2. On opening the bracket, 11 into x is 11x plus 11 2s are 22. 9 is multiplied by 9y plus 9 2s are 18. Bring all x, y on the left hand side. 9 minus 9y is equal to 18. This 22 goes there, minus 22. The equation is 11x minus 9y is equal to minus 4. This is first equation. Clear? Now, second condition is given that if 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 upon 6. Now, fraction is x plus x upon y. 3 is added in numerator and denominator, the fraction becomes 5 upon 6. Now again cross multiply and find the standard equation. 6 is multiplied by x plus 3 and 5 is multiplied by y plus 3. On solving we get 6x plus 6 3 is 18, 5y plus 15. Bring 5y on the left hand side. 6x minus 5y is equal to 15 minus 18. 6x minus 5y is equal to 15 minus 18 is minus 3. This is your second equation. This is standard equation. Now two equations you solve by substitution method and find the value of x and y, and again you put the value of x and y in the original fraction. Means you have to write the original fraction, putting the value of x here and y here. Clear? Now, sixth part. Now, see, there is 8 questions are important. So try to understand the language of the question. 5 years hence. 5 years hence means later. Proceeding forward. The age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago means behind. Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? So first we suppose the age of Jacob and his son. So according to the question, what is given the condition? According to that condition, we have to suppose the age. Means the present age of son is X and the present age of Jacob is Y. Clear? Let Jacob's present age of Jacob's son X and Jacob is Y years. Now first statement, we form first equation. 5 years hence. 5 years hence means आगे की तरफ, means 5 साल बाद में. So 5 years hence means the Jacob's age will be X plus 5 and Jacob age is Y plus 5. Clear? 5 years hence. The age of Jacob. The age of Jacob means age of Jacob is this, is equal to 3 times of his son. 3 times of age of son, that is X plus 5. Now this is first equation. Now we simplify this equation into standard form. Y plus 5 is equal to 3x plus 15. So bring, or you can take the other, x 3x minus y is equal to 5 minus 15, that is minus 10. This is first equation. Clear? This is first equation according to the first condition statement. Now second statement says that 5 years ago, pehle. So Jacob's son age is x minus 5, 5 साल पहले, so x minus 5, and Jacob's age was y minus 5. So according to the equation, Jacob's age was 7 times. Jacob's age is y minus 5 is equal to 7 times his son's age. Now simplify it. Y minus 5 is equal to 7x minus 35, or 7x minus y is equal to 30. This is second equation. Now simplify two equations by substitution method and find the value of x and y. The x value is son's age and y is Jacob's age. Now till this exercise is completed, we can do other exercise in the next video. Thank you and take care.